Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Anthony Hutter of Milford Boys Basketball. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. It was a pretty good year for Milford. Did a lot of things to that people are going to remember for a long, long time. Of
Oh yeah.
course, also got a share of the league this year. Overall, how do you think this year went?
I thought it was great. I think the biggest thing was just how close our team got. Like I've never been on a team with so much chemistry, and just that we made like a lot of history this year. Being one of the only teams to ever have like a 20-win season. Just all that. Like we made a lot of history, and we just like the whole community of Milford was just really like rooting for us. So it was really cool.
Well, just tell me what it's like to play with someone like Sam Lewis.
Oh, it's great. He's probably the most selfless guy that I've ever played with. For him being as good as he is, he could just, go out there and do whatever he wants, but he's looking out for us at the same time, and he's there for us. Like he wants to win, and he he does it. He does everything for us. Like if we're off, and he'll start just going crazy as he does pretty often, and we're all rooting for him, and he's rooting for us. So it was great.
So how do you think that what did you really what was the biggest thing that you improved on this season?
Um, I'd say I think I got a lot of patience. I started off the season like kind of rushing myself quite a bit, and as the year went on, I kind of settled down a little bit and figured out like the pace and just how like what I needed to do for my team, and just it was pretty much just all down in the post, but that's what I do, and I'm perfectly okay with that. And so yeah, just taking my time and just knowing when the right shot is.
Yeah. Um, you know, Being one of those guys that does just how do you describe yourself as a basketball player? I should ask that.
Um, I'd say I'm, a bit something I take a lot of pride in is just being very vocal, um and part of that, I'm the guy that's always in the back on defense, and so I got to be the loudest one, and I do my best to be like that. Uh, but yeah, I would just say that I'm the big guy, so I got to do some of the dirty work, and I know my rebounding could have been better this year, but it's still something that it's like comes to me for. So yeah, I would just say that um, try my best to be the most vocal guy out there, and yeah, just like a leader as much as I can.
Um, you talk about how close this team was. What was it just like? I mean those things. It's like you just don't you never want it to end.
Right. Yeah. I mean, of course, after the season, and it's a bummer, having to leave those guys, but at the same time, like throughout the season, just like the bond we built, like we're gonna be all of us will be close for probably the rest of our lives. And like I would look forward to practice every day. And I know a lot of teams probably can't say that. It's like it's kind of sometimes it turns into a bit of a drag. But with us, I as much as I love those guys, it's something I look forward to, just spending time with them. And as we progress through the playoffs, I just look forward to just having like one more day with them. So that
Yeah.
was like always great.
Yeah, of course, it's not just the players, the coaches too, and they were
Oh
pretty
yeah.
excited about what they had.
Yeah, they were awesome. We were just as close as they were, they loved us, we loved them, and it was just we were all just super connected.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing that you're going to focus on, this off season, getting ready and prepared for next year?
I'd say it's because well, I know my role is gonna get a little bigger next year. So I gotta like work on some other like kind of get out of my shell a little bit. Gonna have to leave the post and just do some other things, and playing AAU. So that's kind of my shot to kind of get more of that. Just it's a little different AAU. There's a lot more freedom for everybody, and so I'm just gonna kind of go out there and learn, a little bit of a different play style, but still keep my, what I'm great at, keep that going, and just keep working on all that, and just trying to add as much as I can.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Best moment from this season.
Oh man, I gotta say, winning the district, that was one of the greatest memories I've ever had. It was a tough game, and one of those that we went into thinking, it was going to be a lot easier than it was. And I mean, we knew they were a good team. We knew Central was going to give us a battle, but uh, just thinking Sam Lewis having 3 points me being in foul trouble, like pretty bad just off rip. Like, that's not always the formula to succeed, but we figured it out as we always do. And, I'd say another one I always think about is the Salem game. We that was an absolute battle, and it came down to the last shot. Shot goes up, Sam got the rebound, put it back in, and that just shows that we were the type of team that was just capable of winning, in any scenario.
Yeah. And then next thing is, what are 2 things you're going to work on this offseason to get ready for next year?
I'm going to be, I want to work on my shot a little bit more, or a lot more, because I want to be able to incorporate that a little bit more next year. So I'll be definitely just going and getting in the gym as much as I can. And with that, also rebounding is a big thing. And that's something that I'll be going super hard at in AAU, just focusing on getting the tough rebounds to bring that in the next year.
All right. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this off season, and look forward to watching you next year.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.